Hey guys, I wanted to go over this problem from yesterday. Um, Today you're going to have a review and then you'll have your last test portion on Thursday. So it says, given the following information, what is the first term of the following sequence? So here it's telling me what S9 is. So it's saying the sum of the first 9 terms is this. And it's telling me the common ratio is 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this information into here. And so S of n is actually the S of 9. So actually, what I'm going to be plugging in here is that big number. So 1, 4, 7, 6, 1.5 equals, okay. So we're looking for A1. So that's what goes here. We don't know that. But here it's 1 minus r to the n. So 1 minus, well, my r is 3. And my n, because I have the sum of the first 9 terms, then my n is 9. So n is whatever term, if it was dealing with just a ace of n or whatever. But since it's s of n, since it's dealing with s of n, it's asking for the sum of the first 9 terms. So 9 would be my n. And then on the bottom, it's just 1 minus 3. So what I'm going to do before I sort of solve this, because what I'm going to be doing is solving for A1. I'm going to be solving for that. So kind of like just solving a basic equation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a little bit. So this equals, I don't feel like rewriting that right now, equals 1 minus 3 on the bottom is negative 2. And then 1 minus 3 to the 9th power. Okay, so let's figure that out. You could just plug it into the calculator. 1 minus 3 to the 9th power equals, so I'm going to write A1 here, negative 19,682. So that's what I got when I did 1 minus 3 to the 9th. Now I'm doing it on my phone calculator. Let me make sure I did that right, because I'm afraid that the phone calculators are kind of weird. So 3 to the 9th power is that. So 1 minus all of that. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So now, and then this just comes down, so I'll go ahead and write it. So notice I just simplified these two things. 1 minus that big thing is that number, and then 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Now I'm just going to divide these two. So negative 19,682 divided by negative 2. So I'm going to type that in my calculator. 19. So when I do that, I get A1 times 9,841. And then over here I get 1,476,1.5. And then to figure out what A1 is, think of this as like if I said 5x. Okay, to get x by itself, I would divide both sides by 5. Well, this is really just some number times A1. So this is kind of like my x here. So to get that by itself, I would just divide both sides by 9,841. Because then that would cancel out, and I'd have the A1 by itself. So divide that by 9, and I know I'm running out of space here, 841. So now I'm going to type that in. 14761.5 divided by 9841 equals, and I got A1 equals 1.5. So I got 1.5. So anyway, what you're doing is you're using the information they give you to plug it back into this formula here, and then simplifying and solving. That's the basic of it. I know it's a little bit weird, but That's how you would solve that one. Guys, please let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully this video helps.